Habitat and lifestyle. Hippos live in rivers, lakes and swamps across sub-Saharan Africa. They are semi-aquatic, meaning they spend most of their time in the water to keep cool. Even though they look slow, they can run up to 30 kilometers per hour, 19 miles per hour on land. Diet and eating habits. Surprisingly, hippos are herbivores, mostly eating grass. They leave the water at night to graze, sometimes traveling several kilometers. Despite their size up to 1,500 kilograms to 3,300 pounds, they eat only about 40 kilograms, 88 pounds of grass per night. Social behavior. Hippos live in groups called pods, usually led by a dominant male. They are very territorial in water, but less aggressive on land. They communicate through grunts, bellows, and even underwater hunt. Reproduction and lifespan. Female hippos give birth in the water to a single calf. After an 8-month pregnancy, babies weigh about 45 kilograms, 99 pounds at birth, and can nurse underwater. Hippos can live up to 40 to 50 years in the wild. Danger and conservation. Hippos are one of Africa's most dangerous animals. They are aggressive and can attack boats or humans if provoked. Their biggest threats are habitat loss and poaching for their ivory-like teeth. Evolution and relatives. Hippos are closely related to whales and dolphins. Their common ancestor lived around 55 million years ago. They evolved from semi-aquatic pig-like creatures, but unlike whales, hippos kept their ability to walk on land. Intelligence and behavior. Hippos have complex social structures and recognize each other's voices. They can show affection by nuzzling and even playing together in the water. Despite their size, they can be very fast thinkers, reacting quickly to threats. How they survive in water. Hippos can hold their breath for 5 to 7 minutes underwater. Their ears, eyes, and nostrils are positioned on top of their heads, so they can stay mostly submerged while watching for danger. They secrete a red oily substance that acts like sunscreen and protects their skin from infections. Enemies and interactions with other animals. Adult hippos have almost no natural predators, but lions, crocodiles, and hyenas sometimes attack baby hippos. Hippos often bully crocodiles, flipping them over or even killing them if they get too close. Despite their aggression, they sometimes share watering holes with other animals, like elephants and buffaloes. Hippos and ecosystems. Hippos shape their environment by creating deep channels in rivers, which help water flow and benefit other animals. Their poop fertilizes the water, feeding fish and tiny organisms. But too many hippos in one place can harm the ecosystem by overloading rivers with waste. Hippo communication. Hippos talk underwater using low-frequency sounds, kind of like whales. They laugh or grunt when excited or warning others. Scientists believe they recognize each other's voices, even from far away. Strange and funny hippo facts. Hippos can't actually swim. They just push off the bottom and bounce in the water. They sleep completely underwater and automatically resurface to breathe without waking up. Their blood sweat. Sunscreen isn't real blood, but it looks like red sweat. Despite being herbivores, some hippos have been caught eating meat, especially when food is scarce. Hippos in mythology and culture. In ancient Egypt, the goddess Tauret, protector of childbirth, was depicted as a hippo-headed woman. Hippos were once feared more than crocodiles by early explorers in Africa. Hippos in history and pop culture. Ancient Egyptians both feared and worshipped hippos. Pharaohs hunted them as a show of power, but hippos also symbolized protection and fertility. Hippos were once in Europe. Fossils show that around 100,000 years ago, hippos lived in Britain, France, and Germany before the Ice Age. Famous hippos in media gloria from Madagascar. A sassy, lovable hippo from the popular animated movie Moto. Moto from Madagascar 2, the deep-voiced, smooth-talking hippo who loves big and chunky ladies. Hippo from Fantasia, a ballad-dancing hippo in Disney's 1940 classic. Hippo records and crazy achievements. Biggest hippo ever recorded. A massive male weighing 4,500 kilograms, 9,920 pounds. Fastest hippo. Though they look bulky, they can outrun humans over short distances, hitting speeds of 30 kilometers per hour, 19 miles per hour. Strongest bite force. Hippos have a bite force of 1,800 psi, stronger than a lion's, and can snap a crocodile in half. Mind-blowing hippo facts. Hippos can sleep while floating. Their bodies naturally bob up and down in the water. A hippo's yawn isn't because they're tired. It's actually a warning sign that they're ready to fight. Baby hippos can't swim either. They just ride on their mum's back or walk along the river bottom. Hippos have built-in goggles. Their eyes have a special membrane so they can see underwater. Hippo science and anatomy. Hippopotamus teeth never stop growing. Their huge tusks, which can be 50 centimeters, 20 inches long, just keep getting bigger. Their skin is super sensitive. Even though it's thick, it can crack and dry out quickly, which is why they stay in water. Hippos don't really sweat. Instead, they release a special red, oily liquid that works as a natural sunscreen and antibiotic. Hippos and their strange relatives. Hippos' closest relatives aren't pigs. They're actually related to whales and dolphins. Scientists believe hippos and whales had a common ancestor that lived over 55 million years ago. Unlike whales, hippos never fully adapted to life in the ocean, so they stayed semi-aquatic instead. Hippos and their water abilities. Hippos can hold their breath for up to 7 minutes. They even sleep underwater, automatically rising for air without waking up. They can't swim instead of floating. They just bounce off the river bottom like underwater basketballs. Hippos in battle. Hippos are one of the most aggressive animals, even against crocodiles and lions. Their bite force is 1,800 ps. Ice, stronger than a lion's or even a great white shark's. Despite being herbivores, they've been known to eat meat, including carrion, impalas, and even other hippos. Weird and fun hippo records. Fastest hippo ever recorded. One ran 30 kilometers. Report ordered dozen of miles per hour. Faster than Usain Bolt's top speed. Largest hippopotamus. Some groups can have up to 100 hippos all chilling in the same river. Biggest hippopotamus ever found. A prehistoric species called Hippopotamus gorgops was over 4 meters, 13 feet long.